first real test?
Oh, I mean, I think, yeah, this is the best team that we played up to date, but, every game in this league, I mean, you hear that a lot, but that's the reality of this business, this league. I mean, everybody's pro football players. They're first-round picks. They got long arms. They can cover. They can run. So you better be prepared. But certainly, I mean, at this point in the season, going on the road Sunday night, it's a really good football team. This is our biggest test to this point.
How much do you watch that film of their matchup last year?
A lot. I've watched it probably about 4 or 5 times. I just think, they had a lot of success going against our offense. I mean, I think our defense was unbelievable in the way they played that game. But, just like anything, it's a copycat league in a lot of ways. I mean, when you have success, you expect them to do a lot of the same stuff. They're good, I mean, they're good up front. They do a good job at the linebacker level. They mix in the coverages, and so they attack you a lot of different ways. And at home, I think they play to their crowd. So really good football team. It'll be a big challenge. And you go back and look at those looks because they were able to hit home on some of their blitzes and things last year. So I'm sure we'll see them again.
Last week you turned around in the middle of the play and said something to Dak.
Yeah.
Pointing stuff out, had a conversation. Does that happen Sunday night? Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. I mean, it's just it's body language, it's pointing, it's nonverbal communication. And that's a challenge in that environment. I mean, that's as good of an environment, especially at night, that there is in the NFL, that crowd noise. So, the tempo, all the things that we preach as an offense, it shows up in those type of games. So, being able to kind of communicate that, I mean, we all got to be on the same page. We got to anticipate some of that. We can't just put it all on Dak. That's one of the big challenges we have. I think pre-snap going into this game different than other games.
Has the challenge changed a lot with Drew Brees being out and Teddy being in?
No, I mean, look, I've known Drew a long time. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, but I think in this league, everybody, you can't replace a guy like that. And I think Bridgewater's a veteran player. He's been in the QB1 before, I think he understands, and his second year in that system. So, and that's what Sean does really well. I think he's got a really good feel with the quarterback and the offense. I played for him for 3 years. I saw that firsthand. So that's what good teams do. He's obviously a smart offensive mind. Went to Seattle going against a good team and a good defense, and they played well. So, I mean, Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, certainly they're a better team when he's on the field, but I think Teddy brings something that's different, and I think this team's rallying behind him, and they want to play hard for him, and it goes together, I mean, their defense and offense, that's a good team.
How much do you admire Dak's willingness as a young quarterback to get his first big contract? You're kind of willing to bet on his performance.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just who he is. I mean, I think, the first time I really saw him was in the third preseason game, and, Tony goes down on the second play. He comes in 3rd and 9. He drills an option route to Beasley, and we go down and score against, the Legion of Boom, and it was never too big for him. And so, of what I've known of him over the last 4 years, I mean, that's just kind of who he is, his personality. He has an unbelievable confidence in himself, those around him, not an arrogance, but he really does. And so it's amazing the maturity that he carries with, because I know that's not easy to do, knowing what's out there. So he doesn't flinch, and I think everybody in this locker room respects him for that, and his play's backing it up for sure. I think he's playing at an extremely high level.
For a young guy, do you admire his ability to compartmentalize and focus on the
Yeah, and look, we're pro football players. That's what you have to do. But it's not easy, certainly not at that position, at that level, and then to perform day in and day out, and you got to bring it every single day. Everybody in the building's watching you in your every move. And as a veteran player, you learn that over time. I mean, I think as a young player, his ability to grasp that and appreciate it and not allow it to be a burden, but truly embrace that, I mean, that's rare to see. And maybe I'm a little old school, but I think those things matter. I do. I think people in the building see that, they appreciate that, and they rally behind that.
Were you in the huddle when he mentioned the Wendy's?
I saw it. I mean, we've busted his chops a little bit this week on that, and that's him. I mean, his ability to lock in and then to keep a little bit of personality. He's relaxed. He's calm out there, and I believe he prepares during the week, and then he doesn't overthink it when he gets in those moments, and it shows up in his play.
It's a little reminiscent of John Candy and Joe Montana at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no question. And I'm sure his agents are probably working to get a deal done right there, capitalize on the opportunity. I don't think he's gotten enough there. So pass him down to the rest of us. All right, you got it, guys. Yep.